Welcome everybody back for some more of the Island series of Timberborn. I've let the game play for a long time, to be fair, and they've built up this part of the dam. To answer a comment in the comment section down below, I've actually added water sources to both this reservoir here, which is they're here, and I've added them to this reservoir over here. I haven't added anything special with them. They're not going to like fill up really fast. But this one is actually overflowing, and I am building up these levees here to stop it from going too far that way. Also off camera, I've obviously worked away and how allowed them to make themselves some bots. So I'm going to quickly unpause all of that. Get him to do chassis, him to do limbs, and him to do heads. Same with the other way around, bots, chassis, heads. And they will do that. Obviously they are waiting for this little power shaft in there, and also all of these power shafts in here. Now, I'm not sure what is completely high prioritized or what isn't high prioritized. I know that there's a bunch of jobs that are needed filling. I want to actually do a little bit of this first, which is obviously doing that kind of thing. We also need to figure out biofuel, which is obviously what the bots are powered by. So I was thinking that we need to obviously have a biofuel factory, or refinery I should say. I was going to do one there and one there. Obviously these will obviously be high prioritized, yes, because we need them pretty much ASAP. Bit like that, so they'll get in all of the power. These bot factories are obviously going to be working away. They are obviously going to use biofuel. Ooh. Spadadoc or potatoes. I think I want to use potatoes. I think one I can use potatoes with, and the other one I'm going to use Spadadoc for. Which also means that I'm going to need two of the large warehouses, which I'm going to place in just there. This one's going to house, obviously, potatoes, and this one will have the Spadadoc in it. They will also be high prioritized, though they should get built relatively quickly. In fact, they should get built very quickly. Something that I didn't really think about. I'm actually going to lower down that one's priority slightly, because these ones are not as resource heavy. I have realized that there's a lot of differences between this faction and the Iron Teeth faction, and obviously that definitely includes like food and what goes into the bots. Like with the Iron Teeth bots, you quite literally just like you basically just send them on their way, and then they're absolutely fine and happy with it. I think I might also just drop the priority of like basically all of the jobs that aren't necessarily required. That does include these ones here as well. We're getting a drought in a little while too. We have plenty of planks and gears and stuff, so I'm not too... Oh yeah, the fact that I definitely needed to do this would have helped. Obviously these guys need biofuel, which is kind of annoying, but not really. But we are going to be refining the biofuel relatively soon. In fact, in 2 gears time we're going to be making biofuel using the Spadadoc. We can change these. Cool, I've already done that, nice. I'm like one step ahead of myself. So the other thing that we need correlates to this area here, and we need what they call a district crossing, which is something like this. And that does mean putting a new district up here. So that could be quite interesting, to say the least. But I am going to wait until the bot factories are all up and running before I even dive into that and start splitting up the districts. Because we need to get stuff like this in first before we can even think about that. I think the first thing I'm going to unlock is these builders huts for the bots, and I'm going to get the bots to do a bunch of building for me before they even do anything else. And that's got everything it needs, and that almost has everything it needs. Unless you're getting metal blocks from that. Oh, it's in. So let's prioritize that by haulers. This will also get prioritized by haulers too. That's the first biofuel thing. Let's make sure this is collecting biofuel. We'll do that one like that too. Now the spatter dock is kind of easy, and so are the potatoes, because we still got loads of potatoes, and the spatter dock always just has way too much even stored in. And these will start making biofuel out of water and spatter dock, which will make the biofuel, which is 25 biofuel, and these make 30 biofuel, which is crazy. So these will actually start working away. I will turn them on for priority through haulers. But obviously the haulers will take a little bit of time to obviously get up here and do that, purely based on the fact that we don't really have that many haulers, because I've limited them down to as low as I could possibly go. But bots should, in theory, be able to be built now. I'm going to make some little storages for the parts just here. You can be for bot chassis, bot heads, and bot limbs, just like that. And these will start producing some lovely parts for me to start making the bots. And obviously they're still building like this one and that kind of thing. I might also just up the priority of this to that one. Yeah, that's cool. How is the thing going on over here? Not sure too many beavers are really worried about doing that one over here. I think they're fully focused on this, which I do not blame them in the slightest. And they're already full of biofuel, which is crazy to think about. Potato numbers are still ridiculously high. Spatter dog numbers are still pretty high as well. Not to mention the fact that we haven't even harvested like half of them as well, so I'm not too worried about them at all. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the game run for a little bit longer, just till we can start producing some bots and we get some bot parts. So I think I'm just going to pause all of these for now. And then I think I'll be back when we get some biofuel and some bot parts. And it all comes down to this. I've waited a little while now, and obviously we don't have any power, which is why the bots aren't being produced. But we are 95% of the way through to getting our first bot. I've set the other ones on as well, the other factories. Now, they're not 100% all the way, but this one is the closest because I turned this one on first. I think if all the power is working like it is now, I think we're going to catch him coming out. But they are quite fast, the bots. So I'm going to have to catch it as soon as he comes out. And I'm going to have to quickly pause it. Now, obviously, I'm probably going to miss it. But I hope I can get it. But there's no way of telling the camera to go any slower than this. But hopefully he pops out and he goes but he is going to go really quite fast. But I did get him. He's right there. And yeah, a little bit of a proud moment, really. There's a bot just chilling. He's right there. And yeah, that's going to be all good. I've waited quite a while for him to come out. And I think, like I said, the first thing that the bots are going to be doing is building. So we will be unlocking that for him so he can build all around the clock and start producing some more stuff. Now, I would actually say that we need them to be haulers. But the thing with that is that, oh, actually, it's a good idea, really. Maybe we need them all here. Oh, it was expensive. Oh, that's even more expensive. And then that's not very expensive. I thought that was more expensive than I thought it was. So yeah, now the bots can do all of these jobs. They're just going to be really good for in the future. We'll speed up times again. I mean, the beavers aren't going to die because we have plenty of water and plenty of stuff to go about. And obviously we've got that guy working away. I think that's... not 100% sure where he is, though. Nothing to build over here. The only thing he has to build is down there. No, there he is. And obviously he gets biofuel from up here, which is like the only biofuel storage. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to sort of distribute people at the moment. So what I'll do is I'll sort of prepare it for in between episodes to be done. But at the moment, the problem we've got is power. So we have like minimal power everywhere because obviously we're trying to work on wind turbines instead of water flow. Now, I'm not 100% sure how water flow would really work in this map, unfortunately. Just purely based on the fact that there's so much space where the water just doesn't really go. Also, why have they built all of these before even placing in any of these? Doesn't make any sense at all. But that's just the beaver way. So that'd be perfect for some power. Obviously this is now being filled up by that as well, and flowing out there and flowing here, and it's water is going everywhere. But boy, am I glad that this is all done. And yeah, if you look at it very closely, it is the strongest shape. And if you don't get that reference, that's absolutely fine. But we had our first bot, which is good. Yes. And the production area is done, complete. And we're going to get 2 bots very, very, very soon. As long as there's enough power. And yeah, we should be okay for power. And in true Tom fashion, we don't even need these housings anymore because as soon as they go to bed, they're going to make so many babies, and we're not even going to need them because we have tons of beavers. I think the main problem is that we've got lots of injured beavers and not a single one of the amenity things, which is the healer. So we'll bung one of those in along with one of those there and another one there and there. And these will be for the medicine, of course. I think I might actually put in a biofuel one. Actually, I put 2 biofuel ones in. We will prioritize both of these because they should get built pretty quickly, even if we fully high prioritize them, because obviously the only other thing they're building is this dam over here, but they have to sort of dam and stuff at the different times, so I'm not too worried about that. But everything else seems to be going really well. We still got loads of potatoes and loads of spaladoc and stuff. And this is actually collecting a bunch of spaladoc. The potatoes not going as smoothly, but definitely going relatively well. And obviously the berry storage is completely full, so I'm not too worried about food in the slightest. If anything, we've got too much food and we've got probably too much water, but other than that, everything's good. We definitely have way too much biofuel. It's like this whole thing is now full of biofuel. And we've now got like 3 bots. They're all in that builder's hut here. Oh, and I think we're going to get another one soon, aren't we? Wow, 59%. So, yes, the bot ruling of the world is coming into play. Where are they anyway? Going across the bridge. Oh, that is cool. So cool. Look at the bot go across the bridge. So cool. This is what I mean. Like, look how cool it is that he's going across the bridge like that. And like, he's not going to be the only one. There he is again. Going across. Building stuff. Look how cool. Okay, but I think there was 3, wasn't there? Ah, they're out of fuel. Ah. Interesting. I'm going to pause you, by the way. So we have plenty of scrap still. The thing is, though, they become out of fuel, and then they have to kind of like moat back until they can get to where the fuel is, and then wah, back again. See, they're just going about their day. I think it was this one that was out of fuel, wasn't it? And they go get their loot, go get their stuff, go get their gears or whatever it is, the wood in this case. They go straight across the bridge. As a little power machine they go. And they go down the spiral staircase. And he will be going all the way over here. And that's the crazy thing, that they'll travel so far. And they'll do it in like no time. But the biofuel is not great. The catalyst is obviously better. I think they're actually just moving stuff around at the moment. Let's pause. What was I going to do? I needed to tell one of these to make catalyst. A catalyst is dandelion and maple syrup, so we cannot do that quite yet. And I think I'm just going to turn those both to spaladoc because I have loads of it, to be fair. And I think that will be the plan for the next episode. I think the whole idea of this was to eventually take away the ability for the beavers to cut down these maple trees down here. Hopefully they're maple trees. The only issue is that we kind of didn't plan for this, so I think what I might have to do, actually it should be fine. Should be okay. If I was to place in this here, like so, and tell it to get the maple syrup, which will come on these in like 16 days, and no, 29 days, no, 28 days, and then it will then regrow, and then that kind of thing, and then we can get maple pastries, and it's going to be good. We need to also think about storage for that, which will come in a lovely one of these. A lovely one of these, which will store the maple syrup, which will also be used not only for the catalyst, but it will also be used for the maple pastries. And obviously, we need wheat flour, maple syrup, and a bit of wood for that. I think this was the bread one. Yes, it was. Obviously, we've got loads of bread, so I'm not too worried. The only reason why I'd want that is so that the beavers get a little bit more of a different and a wider range of food. Oh, there we go. He's always getting there. Yeah, we should have plenty of wood. I'm pretty sure we will have plenty of wood. We certainly have plenty of pine resin to go around. I think that's more because we've run out of storage and stuff. but it should be okay. We now have 4 timber bots now, and they're all going in here, and they're all building away. And I think the thing is, when they're not building, I think they also... Oh no, they are building. They are just taking from the areas. It's so cool just watching them work. It's so interesting watching them go around. But I think that's all I've got time for in today's episode. We now have bots, and the bot building area is now working. I think the idea now is to just do this, just straight up make all of these bot buildings, turn this back to a ordinary beaver building, and just get the bots working on producing their own parts and basically becoming this big, huge bot army. And I think that's the plan. It's definitely what I'm trying to work towards, and I think that is what we should do between now and the next episode. Now, I'm not too sure what I'm going to be doing in between episodes. I think I might just let the game run and see what happens. I think that getting a lot of bots between now and the next episode would be good, and then we can start sort of separating the districts up, and obviously making sure that we have plenty of area for the beavers and the timber bots. I mean, are they called timber bots? I can't even remember. Yeah, they are called timber bots, right. And now they're also building this. So I'm also going to change this so it's now on this priority here. Just so that they can start building that. So that actually might get built in between episodes as well. But I hope you guys did enjoy this episode of Timberborn. And I hope you guys do join me for the next episode where we have even more bot action. But I hope you guys did enjoy. And I hope to see you guys next time. Goodbye.